Well, good morning for Thursday, the 10th of November. High pressure sits on the continent, and over the next few days, a sort of small ridge is going to come over the top of us to settle down the weather at last, but unfortunately with the adverse effect of causing mist and fog in some of the mornings coming up later towards the weekend. What we have at the moment is sort of a battleground between the low pressure systems, which you can see out in the Atlantic, some of them quite deep areas of low pressure. Over us, though, not particularly much in the way of fronts, but the pressure gradient being quite significant, and with that producing a fair amount of wind. You can see on here that we've got a southwesterly flow again, as has been the case for most of the month. And yeah, looking at that, we're going to pick up sort of 35 knots, I imagine, at flying heights. Another breezy day at Lasham. And the satellite picture over the UK showing sort of mixed amounts of cloud. We're under some sort of low orographic stuff at the moment. Might brighten up just a little bit during the day. I don't think to anything particularly exciting, but yeah, the thickness of the cloud should reduce a bit as we go through the day. The public forecast today shows mixed amounts of cloud, a 15-knot wind from the southwest, good visibility, and a variable cloud base with that humidity figure in the mid 80%. GFS predicts a top temperature today of 14 degrees, still very mild for this time of year, and a dew point of 11. About half an hour ago at Lasham, temperature was 12, dew point was 9, so you can't really call that chilly. And that was the picture outside, sort of murky with a sort of mixed amount of cloud. It's not too much in the way of rain this morning, maybe the odd patch of drizzle, but yeah, our main issue this morning is cloud and how quickly that lifts. Not too much in the way of soaring either today. It looked like it was almost soarable yesterday, but yeah, it looks fairly variable. The cloud base today, maybe a bit more chance of something exciting towards the weekend. Airspace wise, there's parachuting at Uphaven today, so that's just on top of one of the danger areas, and there's not particularly too much else in the way of airspace affecting us today. Just looking at METARs and TAFs, Farnborough are currently reporting broken at 2,200 with that southwesterly wind in place, and you can see it talks about broken at 1,200 and gusts throughout the day potentially. Odium are reporting broken at 2.5 later during the day, overcast at 1,500 currently, so that puts it about 1,200 above Lasham, and you can see just sort of really variable cloud base this morning. Yes, we will wait and see. At least it's not mist and fog. Okay, operating today we will be runway 23 in this setup. So yeah, launching towards the southwest. The grass has dried out a little bit. We've got a reasonable amount of sunshine on it, and it didn't rain last night. How exciting. So yeah, circuits as standard on 2-3 round onto the grass on both sides. Just try not to use the, that's not quite right. Just try not to use the wheel brake too much as you do that. But yeah, I think fairly standard setup on 2-3. Watch out for that wind gradient. It catches everybody out. If you're approaching with that amount of air brake, then you're not doing good enough. You need to be approaching with 1/2 to 2/3 at least to ensure you've stabilised approach. Otherwise, you go bouncing down the airfield, and it's not really good for your pride. Anyway, so 2-3 in use. Jet movement wise, we are a little bit busy today. Got a 727 inbound from Doncaster. Doncaster's not open for too much longer, at 11:30, and then we have a Airbus A319 inbound from Milan Malpensa at around 12:10. Hopefully it's got pizza on board, and it goes back to another jet goes back to Milan later this afternoon. I think the weather may have some impact on that, so don't hold those timings too closely, but I'll be listening out to make sure that we can get the most out of the day. So runway 23, bit cloudy, bit breezy. We'll see you out there shortly. Bye for now.